Hello everyone, this is the Great Pumpkin speaking, and welcome to this new round of Dragonfable PvP. So, this time we're going to be starting off as a paladin. Let's do this. Okay, we are starting off against Lance, who is an evolved Pumpkin Lord with a pretty neat axe. We've seen this guy before, so what are we looking at here? Nothing in particular really, we're mostly having basically looks. So, that should be fine. I suppose we'll start with Holy Storm since we can stun him. Ah, those neat light sound effects. Ooh. Well, that's okay. So, I figure Prism. Ooh, Fire Pumpkin. Aura of Light. And start off our combo with Holy Rat. Owie! Still not a big deal though. Aww. And pop the Phoenix song. Strangely enough, this time I am actually using the regular Paladin class as opposed to the classic one. While I may prefer the classic one, it fits better with this helmet. Greater heal. This should put us back nearly at full HP, so that's good. Well, this guy quaffs potions. Good for him. Let's go with Spear. And bam! Oddly enough, the sound for good weapons is actually the same for finding an item. Interesting. No, it's the victory sound. Same difference. Next one. Oh, going up against Luke, the Doom Knight. He is a version 1 Doom Knight, so we'll have to deal with that. And we don't have so much of it that will help us. We've got a blind and a prism though, so that's good. And increase my damage and darkness resist. The question is how long? Four turns, that should be plenty. Well, at least that will cover most of it. So we've got our blind. Got our prism, which will lower his damage as well. And put up our shield. That should be sufficient, hopefully. Meh. It hit hard, but it wasn't that bad, really. Aww. Well, that stuff happens. Greater heal. Oh, strangely enough, I didn't get attacked a second time by this void damage. Strange. Anywho, Angelic Blessing. That's gonna hurt. That actually wasn't so bad. Well, good. Whee! And done. Next one. Going against Tommy, who is a dragon mage. How about that? What was his resist like? Yeah, nearly non-existent, so we can go ahead with Holy Storm. And he resisted it somehow. Lucky dude. Oh well, no matter. Greater heal. Gee, thanks, hon. Okay, Dawn. Phoenix Song. And Core Lucerne. This guy's actually resisting pretty well, that's surprising. Got a shield on though. Gotta put your shield on. Yeah, I figured. No matter. Aww. Oh, Dragon Tempest boosts his crit, huh? Interesting. Aww. Go with Dawn. Not quite enough to take him down, but that shouldn't take too long. New potion for this one, huh? Interesting. Kinda looks like the potion he has on his belt, actually. Next one. Okay, up against Saviar. Saviar was a version 1 Doom Knight. Yeah. Well, these things happen. So start off with... I'm not sure, actually. Greater heal can wait, I figure. Let's go with Aura of Light. Along with that ever lovely sight of slow time. Lovely. Prism. There's one thing I was wondering though. Yeah, high immobility resist, I expected as much. Oh well, that's fine. Light of Dawn to put up a blind. You know, the question I keep asking myself every time I see a Doom Knight is whether I attempt to actually take him down before he combos off, if you will, but that almost never happens. You would need to have really low health for me to pull this off. Or have a class that has a high offensive potential. And that mini-phage seems to be stuck. Well, that happens. Okay. Put shield up. Won't do us much good, but meh. Oh, miss. Well, it actually did do us some good. That's nice. And a little void damage. Not that big a deal. Greater heal. Now then, mana boost. Owie! That one hurt a lot though. Wasn't darkness damage too, so really... that thing I did to boost my darkness resist was completely useless. And that mini-phage just bugged again. I wish they'd fix those. Or actually put something weird in place of that side, that would be nice. Maybe for some April Fool. Last time was the Flesh Weaver, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And that's the end of that. We're going off against somebody special now, so if you'll give me a second to actually switch things over. Okay, so here we are facing off against Mortel, who was a challenge that Emmanuel Oviedo gave us again. The challenge was actually fairly simple, basically use a fire weapon against this guy and attempt to win. So we're gonna equip our Soul Forge sight, which is a fire weapon, as you'll see right here. Although unfortunately Emmanuel has made a capital mistake in that any class that can actually control its own element, be it Dragon Lord or in this case Paladin, will bypass his entire defense. As you'll see, what he did here is that he actually had his all resist while focusing mostly on his fire resist, which gives him about a resistance of about 92% as far as it goes. And that is fairly bad usually, and that was actually the strategy against the strange duo with Nature Resist against One Punch Bear and Leorilla. But you can also do this against the Legion challenge. So yeah, not seeing his chances being that great in that particular situation, but we'll see what we can do. So, let's do this. Starting off with Aura of Light. You'll also notice that it is possible to actually get past that using the Scan Orb too, so that will be about 15% resistance, and even using a Pyromancer, then you can actually reduce it further with a Curse, so that will work fine. Like right now, we are doing some measure of damage, not a lot, but sufficiently. Alright, so we can go ahead and attack. But yeah, usually I'm not much of a fan of restrictions on challenges and whatnot. This doesn't change that fact, but you know, that's the thing about restrictions. If you don't put a bunch of them, well, somebody's gonna find a loophole pretty easily. Going into critical then. Owie! Time to heal up with Greater Heal. But with that increase, that didn't do much good. But no matter, we can go ahead and take a potion. One thing I'm wondering is whether this particular class will actually attempt to stun. I don't know it well enough to know for sure. Owie! Let's see what we are looking at. Very little immobility overall. Probably worth a shot. And if not, we'll use the signature Paladin move to put us back at full health and then just use our mana to do what we need. So, let's try Holy Storm. He did not resist. Well, good for us, I suppose. So that is done. Go into Dawn. That is also a weakness of that, the fact that you can stun it. If you have a class that can stun it long enough, along with the changes that I said, that could potentially work as well. And off to the potions. I am of course starting to lack of mana, but at this point, doesn't matter I suppose. Let's go with Crusading Strike. Oh, I wasn't aware it actually used the base weapon. Well, that's fine. Let's just... Oh, we can use our Phoenix Song. Well, that's over with. The side changing into bird is actually a nice touch in this particular case. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we've won our last streaks, if I'm not mistaken, so that would put us at a streak of 6, right? Well, off to the next one. Okay, so for this next round, we're going to be going as a ninja. Let's do this. Starting off against Lucien, who is a version 1 Doom Knight. That seems to be a pattern this time around. Oh well, not a whole lot we can do about that really. So anywho, let's see what we can do. We've got a number of choices that will work really well in this particular part. Suppose we could walk within the shadow as it is. Okay, that is done. Blurred. Stun or no? Doesn't matter, I suppose. Kind of a waste of mana, really. And put up Fade. That should be plenty. Could potentially have used the starting ones too in order to avoid the last hit too. That would probably have worked just as well. We are taking damage from that void though, so that's annoying. But what are you gonna do? Rapid Slash. Aww. That is done. None of them have recovered yet, so no matter. Aww. Well, that was quite a few solid hits, now was it? Probably didn't negotiate this quite right, given the fact that he was gonna deal void damage to us anyway. Okay, up against Beleg's Strongbow. That guy who is actually running the, what's his name? The Shadow Hunter class. So anyway, let's see if we can somehow stun him. With 3 hits, that's actually fairly likely. Yes, it is. Good. Go into Vanish. Pop Shadow Strike. Nice. Use Rapid Attack. Oh, he's going into his shield, huh? Well, fade into shadows. And can't do anything against the critical strike, I think. Which was a total lie. Oh, that's lame. Well, no matter. It sounds like this one on longer than I expected. Shame that. Blurred or summon Honda? Blurred, I suppose. Okay, rapid attack. Shame that. Oh well, let's summon Honda. And that's the end of you. Next. Up against Matthew, which is a little hide behind. How about that? What am I looking at? Immobility isn't particularly high. That depends on what he does. But we're gonna take some damage no matter what. Let's fade into the shadows. Then again, we did have our shield from the Chimera. Rapid attack. Big hits from the hide behind, unfortunately. Not sure if this is the right one. I believe it is. Furious Assault. Seemed to have worked great. For some reason, our Petkin seems to make a dent in him. That's a shame. Vanish. Shadow Strike. And finish him off with the rapid attack. Next one. Up against Jack of Blades. Okay, so basically standard Death Knight equipment. Not much else, unfortunately. Well, good chance for me to recover my mana and HP. Aww. Well, that's unfortunate. Up with Shadow Strike. We are strangely not dealing that much damage. Despite his low resistance overall. That life drain is annoying though. Shifting his presence to heal himself? Oh. Wasn't even aware that was in its AI. Whoops. Sorry, dude. So next we're gonna summon Honda. And done. So for this next one, actually we don't really need to move through. As it turns out, we can actually do that within this one. I had some trouble using this in Chrome, what with the copy and paste, although that might have gotten fixed. Anywho, Aaron BC has actually challenged us to take on his character, so that's what we're gonna do right now. I am kinda spent, but not that much. I gotta say though, I really like his character with the collar custom and helmet though, that's neat. Anywho, so basically 20 all resist as well as 75 immobility resist. So nothing particularly worrisome at the moment. Given that he is a Riftwalker, stopping his first attacker is actually key. Vanish. And Shadow Strike. Aww. Walk within the shadows. Is that really what I want to do? What was his immobility resist again? Too high. Avoid part of the next attacks. Worth a shot, I suppose. Well, that didn't help me much, did it? Oh well, fine. Rapid attack. Really staying on the offensive might have been the best idea here. Well, no matter. Let's go with Massive Strike. And that'll be the end of that. Let's summon Honda. Boom. Streak of 7, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to be going as an Ancient Exosuit. Let's do this. Okay, starting off against Lucian again. Huh. Well. So what are my choices here? Regen, obviously. Reinforce armor, lower damage. Minimize B2H, that could be helpful. And that's about it, really. Okay. We do have a shield, though. How long is our armor gonna last? That's the question. Well, let's attack at least once. Oh, what the heck. Laser cutter. With that many hint, we actually have a chance. And unfortunately, no. So well, let's reinforce. Oh yeah, that was the damage limiter I wanted to do. Is this better than the reinforce armor then? Damage limiter seems like a better idea. And that's not so bad. Whoa! That's a big hit. Let's heal up. Ah, that's better. Armor or shield? 2 defenses for 2 turns. That seems like the better choice. Well, that was a total bust. Well, no matter. That is done. Next one. I'm against Jack of Blades again. Huh. Well, at least we can stun him, so that's good. Oh, that's right, Laser Cutter was something else entirely. Sometimes I, how can I say, rely on thumbnails when I shouldn't. So, let's boost our power. And unleash our cannon. Wawa-weewa. I'm always impressed by the Ancient Exosuit. It's better than I give it credit for. Anywho, unleash build up power, overload matrix. And that is over. Next one will be Slasher, the evolved Dragon Lord. Now Not much chance in the way of immobility, unfortunately. So, we're gonna have to do with what we have. Well, that's too bad. Damage limiter. He's using that sight, which means that things are gonna look a little choppy. Because you'd think that'd be my recording, but that's not the case. Reinforce armor. Okay, getting ready for a shield. Well, the shield badge, that is. Sorry, dude. Well, let's shoot our cannon. Didn't buff our damage. Suppose doesn't matter. Such a shame. Well, overload matrix. Pop the Rune Blast. And there'll be plenty. Next one. Up against Isphus, who is most likely a Soul Weaver. Yep, color custom too, if I'm not mistaken. So what are we looking at? Okay, not much chance against stun, but other stuff should be mostly fine. He's gonna do this thing where he actually buffs his stuff, so I can use damage limiter. Interesting, especially since he's fighting a machine. That's gonna reduce our damage a bit. Not a big deal though. Well, let's recover some MP while we're at it. We ought to be close to that stun. Haha! Knew it! So it's after the second attempt to charge himself. And then, shoot our cannon. Overload matrix. And that's the end of that. Okay, so for our last one, Hallowed Rengetsu has actually asked us to face down his character, so without further ado, let's do this. So we're facing off against Shadow X, which if I'm not mistaken, is actually Shadow X Ascendant from the Dragonfable forums. I see him now and then, so that's interesting. We are facing off against him as a ninja. We can look at some of the stuff he has. A good resistance against immobility, but not much else. Mostly used for coolness sake, I assume. He's got a pretty cool sword though. That's the one from the Emperor Sea Chicken, if I'm not mistaken. One I haven't gotten yet, unfortunately. Well, so let's get this party on the road, shall we? For this, I figure I'm not gonna heal or use any potion whatsoever. That should make it a little fairer. Not sure about this one. No luck there. Quantum combo. Bam. Well, at least he dodged that. The ninja dodges last for a while. Unfortunately, he managed to attack himself. Well, that happens. Use the Rune Blast. Oh, did I see some odd recovery, or was it just the things moving around strangely? Anywho, corrupt. Oh, off on potions, are we? Target nullification protocol. And done! So that would put us at a streak of 8, if I'm not mistaken. Thanks to all of you who actually offered me to face off against your character, and I'm afraid that's gonna be it for the time being. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, please leave a comment below, and that was the Great Pumpkin. You all have a pleasant time now. Bye bye!